Okay, welcome back to Church's Bottom of the Ninth. This is episode 5 of Let's Build a Team to Beat the Damn Yankees. Playing as the Minnesota Twins, and as you can see here on the standings, Twins are currently 39 and 34, third in the division. We've got the Tigers and the White Sox a half a game ahead of us at 40 and 34. The Red Sox are looking good in the East. They are finally starting to make a move ahead of the Blue Jays by 2 and 6.5 over the Yankees, with Tampa Bay 8.5 back and the Orioles 15 games back. No big surprise there. The number one team that we fear the most in the AL is the Angels. They're at 49 and 25. They've got a 6.5 game lead over the Seattle Mariners. The Oakland A's are back at 9.5. The Rangers 17.5 back, and the Houston Astros, the cheaters as I like to call them, 20.5 games back. In the East, for the National League, we got the Braves. They got a 2.5 game lead over the Mets. You got the St. Louis Cardinals, who are 39 and 32 with a 4.5 game lead over the Cubs. I like seeing the Cubs play well. And then you got the Dodgers, probably the most powerful team in the entire Major League ball system right now. They're 51 and 24 with an 8.5 game lead over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Last year's champs, the San Diego Padres, are 14 games back. So that's where we are in terms of standings. We're currently in the month of June. We're at the end of June. And as you recall, last episode, we really were taking it on the chin in regards to playing. Had a tough week here. We had 3-4 losses, couple of wins. We started to bounce back a little bit. But the Red Sox beat us up pretty good. Detroit, we managed to come back and get 2 out of 3 out of them. Tampa Bay took 2 out of 3 out of us. And then we went and did a little stint with the Brewers, and we beat them up. And then the Seattle Mariners got a couple from us. And then I thought we were kind of righting the ship a little bit. 3 out of 4 out of Tampa, but then St. Louis had their way with us, and we split with Pittsburgh. And we've got coming up here in July, we've got international free agent signings. Anxious to see who's going to be there. And then midway through, we've got the draft. So I think what we're going to do here is try and get to the draft, take a look and see what we've got, see what the Twins do there, and we'll take it from there. So let me go ahead and sim out the end of the month, and then we're going to go ahead and see who got the awards, who were the studs, who were the duds, all that kind of stuff. Be right back. Okay, we find ourselves now entering the month of July, and we just did that sim where we did game against the White Sox. And I just, wow, 14-0. Love that. That was what we needed to see. Alex Kirilloff apparently was the stud of the game. He went 4 for 6 with a home run, a double, 2 singles while scoring 3 runs and driving in 6. That was excellent. It put the Twins' record to 40 and 34. Kirilloff went 4 for 6. Buxton went 4 for 5. Blankenhorn went 3 for 4. And Miranda, our first baseman that we brought up, is performing really well. He's over 300. So, his 6-week stint here is really turning out to be something positive. Is actually going to kind of create a problem for us for Mount Castle. We need to see if Mount Castle is going to come back. He might end up splitting a serious amount of time with Miranda. Dobnak got the win. He's now 3 and 5. He gave 5 2/3 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Taylor came in. Curtis came in, gave 3 innings, got 3 Ks. And then Johan Duran, our young workhorse, he gave a solid inning and got 2 Ks with just 2 hits. So pleased there. That was a hell of a good game. So that brought us over to the month of July. And as I mentioned, we're going to be having international amateurs. And I was hoping for some stud pitching. It does not seem to be there. There are a couple that are okay. But one guy that did catch my eye is the center fielder, Juan Gonzalez. He's coming out of the Dominican. I think he wants $4.4 million. But he potentially could be good. He's got a hell of an outfield arm. His range and air are okay. Base running, not the greatest, but serviceable. But this looked pretty promising, so I think we're going to go ahead and put a bid on him. Offer him a contract. Yeah, he wants a signing bonus of $4.5 million. We'll meet his demand and submit the offer. So we'll see how that goes. Let's go back to our schedule here. And then we're going to sim out the Sox series, and we'll be right back. Oh, one thing before we do that, though, I wanted to go over the news. Mail in the news. Yeah, so you can see we got our draft pool last time was, and we'll go over that soon. But Sabato, our third baseman down in St. Paul, torched the Mud Hens with 5 hits. Right now he's hitting 320 down in St. Paul. So like Miranda coming up for first, pretty sure this guy's going to make an appearance this year as well. He's just killing it down in, God, in Double A he was 388, and now he's 320 in Triple A. Still has some development, but that's looking good. In the All-Star voting, we did get some movement. Williams is still second for catcher. But Luis Ariz started to make an appearance here for choice of third base. And Krylov is in second for left. And Buxton second for center. And Jose Barros is now making a push for the Twins in regards to starting pitching. So seeing a few more players show up on the possibilities list. Williams went nuts. He went 5 hits. He's playing the Mariners. So he did really well there. And our power rankings have jumped up. As you recall, we were down here in the 1920 area. And we're now looking at in 9th. And then some more updates for All-Star. Yeah, this is the guy right here. Juan Gonzalez. Larry Baseball is his nickname. Larry Baseball. Development update-wise, Bart Bradley did well. That was the closer that we signed. Shoemaker's starting to see a drop in his ratings. Curtis Taylor, our relievers, looking a little better. Alcala's looking better. Castle, who's currently injured, speed rating dropped. But overall, he improved at first. Blanco is looking great. Ariz is looking great. Royce Lewis, his contact dropped from 65 to 60. His power increased a little bit. He improved as a center fielder or as a shortstop. Here's Luis Garza. This is our potential catcher of the future. He saw some improvement. Loving that. As Gilberto Celestino, though, seeing a little bit of a drop. Still looking great, but I don't like seeing the drop there. That was about it. Those are the big ones that caught my eye. Eddie's, look at this guy, across the board. This guy went up. Eddie. Saldivar. He's a lefty. This guy could potentially be someone to look at. So some good growth in our youth. Will Bender was the pitcher of the of June in the Southeast for Single A. Fort Myers Mighty Muscles, so they're doing really well. And then Bieber was your number 1 pitcher for the Cleveland Indians, and Walker Buehler was the for the Dodgers, for the Nationals. And then Johan Duran was the best rookie. So this guy has just done well. He's 8-2, 4.44 ERA. I don't think that's as accurate. The guy has been just absolutely killer when it comes in and filling the needs. Our bullpen's been depleted. He steps up. He gives us quality innings. He's got some good starts when we've asked him to do it. So I'm very pleased with how he's doing. I want to see what his FIP is. Why do I not have that FIP? His FIP. Huh. I'll look that up and we'll find out. But he's doing great. I'm really thrilled with this guy. And it was Lewin Diaz down in Miami. I'm thinking about changing Miami back to the Montreal Expos next season. Let's see how they'll do. And then Cano was our double-A a closer. He was the pitcher for June with the Wichita Wind Surge. So some nice movement there. Go back to the team schedule. We're going to go ahead and sum out the Sox series, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back after that Sox series. Got a couple of things that happened in the news. Nelson Cruz reached his 2000th hit, just shy when he left the Twins last season. So congratulations to him for getting 2,000 hits as an Angel. And then Juan Gonzalez ended up signing with the Yankees. It seems the Mets had thrown a $5 million offer at him, and so did the Yankees. So the goddamn Yankees got him. We went and tried to offer him a contract, and he said, I can't. I got a team I like more than you that's giving me the max offer, and I'm going to go with them. So he wouldn't even let me counter the 4-4. So, wow, the Yankees just came in and stole our guy. Another reason why I dislike that club. So that's actually going to make it fun. We'll see how Larry Baseball here, as he calls himself right here, Larry Baseball. See how he develops. And if that guy goes on the waiver wires, we are definitely picking him up. So he got an update on the All-Star and National League voting. No major changes there. Yeah, and then here it is. Juan Gonzalez signs with the Yankees. And it looks like we got a series coming up here with the Indians. We got Shoemaker, Dobnak, and Kenta going up against Classic, Bieber, and Cantillo. So we'll see how we do there. Had a player do really well down in Wichita, our Double-A affiliate, center fielder, Alaric Solier. Love that last name. He apparently proved worthy of some headlines. And then we got the rich guys. This is something you probably won't see Twins on much. Got Trout making 35.4. Brendan making 36. Garrett Cole, making 36. Nelson Cruz, 36.5. Second highest player in the MLB. And then you got Freeman at 39.5. Look at Freeman. Wow. How old is he? 32. Yeah, like I say, you won't be seeing some Twins there. But huge movement in the power rankings. God, we're fourth. The big part of that reason is because we just swept Sox. Started off with a good right cross, good 14-0, and came in with a couple uppercuts. And then did a body punch here. 8-7 win in 10 innings to sweep the White Sox. Love that. So for standings wise, that took us from half a game back to now leading by a game and a half over the Tigers, 3.5 over the White Sox. So kind of liking that. So 43. Red Sox have a couple more wins. Angels, man, they're like 7 ahead of us. And we're kind of on par. We're doing good. I'm pleased. I mean, considering we lost Cruz, who was a big bat for us, and Simmons, and we really did not do a significant amount of work in the free agent market. But Miranda coming up, he's proven to be well. And then we've got Mountcastle. He's out, 2 more weeks with plantar fasciitis. Going to see how he does. We got Smeltzer's hurt with bone chips. Got 4 days left on that. And then Vasquez, torn quadricep. So doing there, I'm surprised Smeltzer's hurt. Mountcastle. But Buxton is looking a little tweaked. What's wrong with Buxton? He's day-to-day with a bruised shoulder. He'll be fine. He'll be okay. But yeah, so there we are. See if there's anything worth. Got this guy here. Giorgio. Dr. Evil. God. Love these nicknames. Got a hell of a curveball in his changeup. He can barely get over the plate. Somewhat respectable fastball. Ricky Rosales, or is that Gervais? No, don't think we're interested in him. Andy Mendez. Not that great. I'm not really seeing anything that I want to dump a ton of money on. I was intrigued very much by Gonzalez. I was really hoping for some starting pitching. God, we could really use it. So anyways, there we are. Let's do our series against Cleveland here, and we'll be right back. Not bad. We're 5-6 so far in the month of July. Just one loss to Cleveland. But otherwise, we're looking pretty strong. This one here over Cleveland was 10-3. Kenta coming back. You know, he was struggling hard for us in the beginning. He was 4-4. He's had 3 straight wins. 6 innings, solid. 5 hits, 3 runs that are earned. But he had 7 Ks. His ERA is 4.35. Alcala came in and gave a second save. He pitched a strong 3 innings, gave up just 1 hit. Got 3 Ks. Not too bad there. Miranda, he got a hit. He's at 312 batting average. You know, Kepler, what's he? He's still 219. This is a guy I'm thinking about. We got to move. This is killing me. His contact is just killing me. And I know for the Twins, you know, it'll be very hard to see him get traded. But I think we're going to have to look at that and get right field going. Celestino, who could play right, is doing good. He's not strong in the home run department. But we could bring up that Sabato. We look at our third baseman down here. He's 23 years old, and he's just ripping the cover off the ball. And these are his stats relative to MLB. So if you look at him in AAA, you know, he's killing it, but he's not that much different when looking at MLB stats. So thinking he might be coming up, put him at DH for a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what we get for Kepler. Well, let's go ahead and finish out the Texas series, and that'll get us to the 10th of the month. Be right back. It is alive. The Twins just swept the Texas Rangers. Unbelievable. I cannot get over this. 2-0, 10-3, 5-4, 6-2. The Texas Rangers are swept. We are coming back to life, people. I love it. Let's go look at our standings and see where we are. We 3.5 over the Tigers, 5.5 now over the White Sox, Indians 9.5 back. I can't believe it. We are really coming on strong. We're tied with Boston in terms of record. Angels are still pulling away, but pretty pleased. Better record than the Braves, better record than the Cardinals, and just the Dodgers. So it's just the Dodgers and the Angels. The West Coast. Some interesting things that came up. I didn't go through all this part. But interesting things. Matt Shoemaker is asking, begging, pleading, sending us roses. Would love to get a new contract. I don't think that's going to happen. And I'm so sorry to hear this. Alex Colome, who decided to just bail on the Twins last year. Let's see how he's doing down in Houston. Your ERA jumped to 8.14. So sorry to hear that. Apparently, he's not very happy down in Houston. He had a 3.67 with us last season, went 6-2 with 8 saves. He's now 1-2 with 0 saves. It's sporting a loosely fitting 8.14 ERA. So I'm sorry he didn't extend his contract with us, but maybe that's a good thing. Did get a trade proposal from the White Sox that I thought was interesting. We also got one from Kansas City, um, which is interesting. They want one of our top pitchers. It's not going to happen. But they want our catcher. They want Ryan Jeffers, who we had to send down. Actually, go back here. This is who they want, and I'd be willing to trade him. He's a pretty good catcher. And he's only looking to move $1 million in the form of Cordero. And then he's got a minor leaguer here, Benny Bailey, left fielder. Neither one of them are all that exciting, but they do have a pitcher. So I want to discuss this trade. This Ryan Webb interests me. So I'm going to see if we can add him. To the deal. Your offer's a non-starter. What else do you make this work now? Let's see what else he would need. He would want Tucker McKnight. And that's not going to happen. So, as you can see, Tucker McKnight is coming along beautifully down in Cedar Rapids. A high A ball. So that's not going to happen. Let's see if we removed guys. Put us over budget. So they've got to get that pitcher. That's why he needs that $1 million to move. Who was that? Go back to the original deal. Discuss it again. So he needs to get rid of that reliever. So what if we moved him out to their prospects? Ryan Webb. So now we got some options. There's 2 other pitchers he'd consider. Arya? Why he'd consider him. And Bendar. How is Bendar versus this guy? He's healthy. Normal health. Ryan Webb is normal. Fastball, curveball, changeup. And he's a lefty. God, that makes it even more attractive. A reasonable stamina. I'm thinking about giving him these 2 guys. And I could take the $1 million. I mean, is that cheating? I mean, it's 2 pitchers. One who's pretty comparable. And the other one's not too bad. Got a 4-pitch selection versus Ryan Webb. You know what? I think I'm going to make this trade. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go add him. Thad's saying don't do it. Damn it. What was the other guy? Was Arya and Bendar. Where's Bendar out of? He's out of the Fort Myers. Oh, he's the guy who got. Yeah, he's doing really well down there. He was our 2nd round draft pick. And what is Webb? What was he? He was a 2nd round. But he just went he went 4 slots above in front of us. He's a lefty. I think a lefty would be worth it. So let's do it. We're going to trade Bendar. I strongly advise against making this deal. And then we can just dump Cordero. I mean, I can eat $1 million, right? How old is he? 30 years old. And he's already in the minors. I'm going to do it. I want Ryan Webb. Complete the trade. Yeah, paying interest almost crashed because of a guy that I had down in AAA. Okay. Okay. See if we survive that epic hit. So, rosters and transactions. Where is Webb? I bet he's in here. There he is right there. So now we got him down in Fort Myers Mighty Muscles. So basically, we just swapped him out. And then waivers. Cordero, we're going to go ahead and put. It's got to be on the 40. And we'll put him down in St. Paul. Okay, so that was kind of fun. Go back to the mail, the news. Mookie Betts has got 20 games going. 20-game hit streak. And then Polat, our owner, got in touch with us and gave us some update, mid-season update. Really need to improve our record in the second half of the season. Kind of figured that out to be the case. Don't see an improvement where we were last year at catcher. Oddly enough, I just traded a guy that made our fan base crash. So get an upgrade there. I'm kind of happy with our catching situation for the moment. So we'll see. And then he really wanted me to resign Simmons. And as you can see, Simmons was, I mean, he's hitting what, 276 down in San Francisco. He's 16.8 million. That's stiff. I'm glad I'm glad we didn't go with that. I like the guy. I would have loved to have kept him, but not for that kind of money. Mookie again is hitting for the cycle. God, he's on fire. He's got a 20-game hit streak and he hits the cycle. Five hits again. Jeez. Settle down, Mookie. Let's see what else is big here. Matt Wallner, first base, 311. God, he's looking possibly good too. Okay, so we're doing okay there. See where we are on the power rankings. Oh my God, we're number one. No way. Well, I mean, look at it. We just swept everybody. God, what are we doing for the month of July? Well, we're 9-1 in July. We were 13-13 in June. May was ugly. April was great, 15-5. But gosh, 9-1. Not too bad. Second in hits in the AL, as is our batting average. And our starters ERA is second in the AL. Hits allowed is second at 692. Tied for second in the AL. Base on balls, second in the AL. Defensive efficiency, I love this. First in the AL, and our zone rating is first in the AL. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like it. Let's go to our team schedule, and we'll get to the All-Star game. Be right back. Okay, well, I couldn't get very far because it's draft time. Didn't realize that, but here we are. It's the Minnesota Twins in the draft. June 11th of 2022. And the Twins currently have the 30th pick, and then we got a supplemental 5th pick for losing Cruz. So if we look at the draft pool, It seems that Elijah Green and Tremar Johnson are the number one guys for bats. And if you go to pitchers, we go to potential. We got Ty Madden, Dylan Lesko, and Joseph Adamets as the potentially best pitchers. So that is Adamets. This is Ty Madden. And then Dylan Lesko. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the first 30 picks go. And we'll get to our Twins' first pick, and we'll be right back. Okay, so the draft has started, and the Tigers with the number one pick with pitcher Trenton Shaw. And he's got a fastball, cutter, curve, slider, and a changeup that looks potentially wicked. Kind of surprised they went with this pick, but that's what they did. Hard to sign, $9.5 million. See who the Pirates go with. There's Elijah Green right there, your top center fielder. So that's who Pittsburgh chose. See who the Cubs go with. Drew Jones, center fielder. So that was their choice. With the Tigers coming up, the Tigers are going to go with Tremar Johnson. And looking like they're going more for defense with this guy than anything. Not too bad at the bats, but speedy and defensive. High school senior out of Mays in Atlanta, Georgia. Colorado Rockies are up, and they go with Dylan Lesko. So Lesko's off the board. Vanderbilt University. So he's committed to. He's coming out of Buford, Georgia. High school senior. Extremely hard. We'll see if he'll sign. Washington is up. They get Jared Barebone Jones as a catcher. Wow. Okay. Don't know if I would have gone with that pick, but they did. Here are the Texas Rangers. Calvert Clark. Sounds like a superhero. Boy, talk about bland. Okay. Here are your Baltimore Orioles. And they go with Gavin Klein or Killen. And not all that exciting. Draft pick for Arizona. Cole Young, a shortstop. High school senior. Out of Wexford, PA. And he's committed to Duke University. So it'd be interesting to see if he'll sign. Cincinnati Reds are out. They're going to go with Roman Anthony. Boy, that dude has to have some Italian heritage. High school senior out of Majority Stoneman Douglas out of Parkland, Florida. And he's committed to Ole Miss. Center fielder's got some excellent home run power. God, he's hitting 474 in high school. And then Pittsburgh again. Third base, Thomas Jennings. He is Belgian, and he's out of Mendon, out of Pittsford, New York. Looks like he's committed to Florida State, and they have made their choice for him. So the Pirates go with that. The Royals are up. Jacob Nesbitt. That good home run, good eye. He's committed to the University of Arkansas. That's currently where he is, out of Fayetteville. The Oakland A's, we're going to go with Brandon Baria. Another pitcher, American Heritage, Plantation, Florida. He's committed to Vanderbilt. The Red Sox are up. They choose center fielder Ben Anderson. Currently a college senior, University of Georgia out of Athens, GA, hitting 312. Don't know. Bats left. Sometimes these picks kind of stun me. They're just not what I would expect. Here are the Giants. Going with Sal Stewart. This looks better. He's committed to Vanderbilt. He's out of Westminster Christian out of Miami, Florida. Normal signing. He only wants 1.6 million on the bonus. So not bad there. Seattle Mariners are up. They're going to take Jackson Ferris, a pitcher, out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. He's committed to Old Miss. He's got a fastball, curveball, and a changeup in his rotation. Interesting to see. He's extremely hard. He wants 8.5 mil. Got your New York Yankees. And they go with R.J. Austin, a shortstop, out of Pace Academy out of Atlanta, Georgia. And he's committed to Vanderbilt. Pretty fast. Kind of boring looking. Decent defensive ratings, but hope that's a bust. Okay, here are the Chicago White Sox. They take catcher Luke Haben. Luke's looking pretty good. He's out of Lake Brantley, out of Florida. And he's committed to Florida. So Florida keeps one of their own, unless he goes pro with the White Sox. Got your Phillies are up. Phillies take Alvin Trey Keels, a shortstop. High school senior out of Norfolk, Virginia. He's committed to the University of Miami. Again, good defensive ratings, pretty good speed and base running. Here's your Miami Marlins. They choose Michael Gupton, center fielder. He's a high school senior out of Roseville High School, North Carolina. He's committed to North Carolina University, or North Carolina State, I should say. Excellent outfield range, incredibly fast, and a pretty good eye. So we'll see how he develops. Here are your St. Louis Cardinals. They go with Nicholas Perez, a shortstop. Perez is a high school senior out of Avella, PA. Extremely hard to sign. He's going to McAnee State University. Again, defensive and speed seem to be the choice or the things of the day. A pretty good eye. Here are your Cleveland Indians, or I should say, Commanders? It's Guardians. That's what they went with. They went with Jean-Pierre Ortiz. High school senior out of Carlos Beltran Baseball Academy in Florida. He's committed to Florida International University. And again, defensive and speed, or speed defensive. So that seems to be what they're going for. The Mets are up. They go with a catcher. Cameroon Gonorrhea. No, what is that? Ganoa? He is a redshirt. He's going to Cal State Fullerton. Not too bad. Here are your Houston Astros. They go with Yoel Tejea. If I pronounce that right. Here's Toronto. They go with Joseph Adamets. Wow, that's not bad. That's not a bad pick right there. Liberty University. He's a college junior. He's got a 2.87 ERA. 4.0 WAR. Not bad. Good pick for them. Here are the Atlanta Braves. Carlos Applegate. Here are your Milwaukee Brewers. Ryan Clifford, a right fielder. Good home run power. High school senior. Tampa Bay goes with Debeaz Ross, who's a high school senior. A lot of high schoolers going. Here are your Padres. Padres go with Jackson Holiday. And then it is the Twins. See what the scouting director says we should go with. He thinks we should go with Luis Guerrero, shortstop. Bats left. Out of UCF, out of Orlando. Take a look at him. Boy, good eye, avoids Ks. But not what I'm thinking. Let's go to all pitchers. I think one of our pitching guys, Ty Madden's still available. I think I'd rather put my luck with Ty. He's a college junior out of the University of Texas out of Austin. He wants $5 million. He's hard. Competition level is great. So if he was in AAA, a double A, a single A. Thinking he's a possibility, as is this Benavidez, Alec Benavidez, who is a college senior out of Little Rock. His ERA is 2.74. I know those numbers don't mean a lot, but it gives you, some kind of reference. But I'm liking Ty Madden. I haven't looked through it before. I'm surprised he's still there. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Ty Madden. Draft him. So there you go. I think what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and auto draft up into our next pick, and then we'll be right back. And here we are. This is our supplemental pick that we got for Cruz. And Benavidez is still available. See what the scouting director says. He still wants that shortstop. But I'm going to have to go with a left starting pitcher who is very easy for us to sign. His bonus demand, the recommended slot is $1.8 million, and this guy wants $460,000. How fast can I press the draft player button? So we'll go ahead and we'll draft all the way up to us again. Thomas Burbank, what a great name. From the studios in Burbank, California, that's University of Texas, college junior, Thomas Burbank. Hansdorf, no. It's a possibility right there. Normal, wants 1.1 mil. I can afford him. Hard. Nope. This is our guy. Luke Bartnicki. Luke Bartnicki. That means Georgia Institute Technology. Come on. How do you not go with that guy? Is he wearing glasses? I hope he's got a pocket protector. We're going to draft that guy. Luke, come on down. You are a twin. So there you go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sim out the rest of the draft, and we will be right back. We went ahead and did our negotiating with our draft picks. Ty Madden seemed to be the one that's the most worrisome. He's hard. His slot was 2.6 million. He wanted 5, and we offered it to him. As you can recall, he was a pretty decent pitcher. So we'll see if he takes it. We took all college players, but this is terrific. I mean, their demands were reasonable as can be. Gosh, our 5th round or 6th round guy was wanting $48,000. So I can't complain there. We went with another center fielder, Clayton Gray. Great name. Pretty fast, pretty good outfield range. Let's see if he develops. Sigrist, second baseman. And then we went with 3 starting pitchers right off the top. Never have enough pitching. And Ty Madden, clearly the best of the class. Overall 30th pick. So there you go. That's how we got that done. The national amateurs are still out there. Draft is done. Let's go to the team schedule. And we'll go ahead and take out this week and we'll follow up and see how we did. So as we roll into Saturday, we've already taken, we took 2 out of 3 out of Baltimore, and we're currently two games played with 2 wins out of Kansas City. But we just got notified that Mount Castle is ready to be coming off the DL. So Ryan's ready. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send him down and get some rehab in the minors. That'll give us 30 days to see how we're doing here. Miranda's just killing it. This guy's looking great. It's going to be really hard. So I got to figure out someone to send down. And you know what it might be? It might be time to make a trade for Kep to have Kepler go. Celestino takes right. That frees up. We need to bring Mount Castle back. And I have 2 first basemen. And one of them will DH. Clearly, it's looking like Mount Castle. I mean, I just can't believe how well this guy is playing. So that's, I think, what we're going to do. Where are we? It's midway through July. Let's shop him around and see what comes. Let's go for prospects. See what he generates. Cameron Cannon, shortstop. Let's see if anything super awesome. Here's a closer. Kyle Doyle. Jordan Guerrero. So that's possible. That's real possible. So, let's see, his ERA is 2.70. This is down in single A. Got to keep that in mind. Single A, what's he look like? Yeah, much better. The controls a little questionable. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Well, that might be the guy. San Diego. I think they trade Tanis. I don't think so. But boy, there's just not a lot of interest for him. Gomez, a shortstop. I don't need a shortstop. Boy, do I want to see him go to the Yankees? I don't think I do. Or I mean to the Red Sox? I don't think I do. So what a great name. Luis Nova. Manova. No, it's Guerrero. Let's do it. What the hell? I feel like a trade. Trade Guerrero. Add a draft pick. What do you say we get a first rounder? Let me tell you what you can do with that offer, he says. Okay. What a second round pick. How about a third round pick? Are close. Let's go with a fourth round pick. Won't take much more. We could strike it. give it some thought. Come on. How about a 9th pick? How about a 10th? I haven't made a decision, but feel free to submit it. Okay, so he wants Guerrero. Or I want Guerrero. I'm sorry, Kepler. What else does he have? Prospects. How about Hassel the Third? Boy, I'd be shocked if he gave us this guy. Jordan Guerrero, Mason Fox. How old is Fox? 25. Chiefs will throw Fox in too. I mean, he doesn't have him protected. It's work. Let's see. No, we're going to get Fox out of there. So Guerrero for Kepler. Let's do it. You know, let's just see if I'll take like a 20th. Sweet trade. Boom. I can't believe we just did that. All right, there's Kepler's gone. Yep. Almost crashed. So Kepler's now in San Diego. We're going to bring back Castle. I'll go ahead and bring him. Minnesota. So lineups wise, it's Aspinelli for all depth charts and lineups. Yeah, so Mountcastle's backing him up. And then we got Blankenhorn as the DH. And Mountcastle's a utility too for DH. So there you go. Let's see how that works. Who got playing right? Oh, Trevor Larnach took right. Not Celestino. Okay, let's see how this goes. So, finish this out today. Get a win. Come on. Must be a lot of trades happening. Arthur Daly. Come on. Reading a baseball card. We're about 53 minutes on the thing there. So another win. Let's finish it off. Let's see what we got. How did we do? Did we sweep Kansas City? We're about to find out. No, we didn't. But it was a close game. For the month of July, we are 14-3. Not too bad. Not too bad. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it here. Went a little longer than I was hoping. But boy, you can see what the Twins are doing in standings. Geez, 5.5 games ahead. So that was a pretty good pull here, about half a month. We've done really well. Got the draft done. Made a trade. Got Kepler's now a Padre for some pitching. And kind of feeling good with where we're at. Jax Griffin is on the waiver. Didn't he go somewhere? I thought he was picked up with the. Yeah, he was with Chicago. Chicago took him. And they sent him back. They cut him. Look at that. The transaction to move to St. Paul. Has to be on the 40-man roster. Like hell he does. Okay, I guess he does. So we'll get him to St. Paul. Shoemaker keeps asking for a contract. What's he at? 5-7 with a 4.53. I don't know. So we'll see. But anyways, here we are. We're coming up on the All-Star game. We'll pick it up there for the next episode. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I am as well. I really love this game. I love simming it this way. I hope you find it entertaining. I know I'm not making these big blockbuster trades and all that, but it's kind of fun. It's somewhat realistic, I think, and the way we're approaching it. No stupid trades. And we'll see. We'll see if we can beat these damn Yankees. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Give it a like. Give it a comment. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.